People forget that baseball's still on. We have 15 MLB games tomorrow. The whole world is focused on football. So I found a sportsbook asleep at the wheel in 3 incredible MLB bets that I'm going to share with you. So I hope you get to tail them. So the game we're looking at is A's versus Mets. We have deGrom on the mound, arguably the funnest pitcher in baseball to watch. Absolute beast. So unsurprisingly, the Mets are pretty big favorites. It looks like an NFL football game on the money line. You rarely see MLB teams that are this big of favorites, only when Jacob deGrom is on the mound. So the Mets are best offered at minus 358 odds on the money line on Pinnacle Sportsbook, right? So Pinnacle Sportsbook is the sharpest bookmaker in the world, and the best price you can get on the A's is going to be plus 323 on BetOnline. So you can see that right here, BetOnline Sportsbook. Well, we got to go back. Plus 323 on BetOnline. So as a sharp bettor, it's completely free to browse odds on OddsJam for any sport you want to look at, any market you want to look at, run lines, player props, whatever sport you want to bet on, whatever market you want to bet on, you can browse odds for free, right? The whole point of creating OddsJam was to bring the tools, the speed, and the breadth of data that was once only available to pro bettors, people who did this full-time for a living, for free, to all sports bettors. So you can browse odds on OddsJam completely for free, to ensure you're getting the best possible price. And the whole goal is to not get ripped off, right? Like you can see right here. Fox Bet's giving you plus 300 as an example on the Athletics. It may seem juicy if you're down to fade deGrom tomorrow, but it's an awful price, right? Basically, every other sportsbook is giving you better than plus 300, so it's a terrible price, right? It's just rational sports betting. Every sportsbook offers and sets lines independently, so you need to view each bookmaker kind of as an independent data point of what the line should be set at. BetOnline and Pinnacle are probably 2 of the sharpest sportsbooks, so you should put the most weight in their odds. So for the run line, the main line market or the main line run line is going to be set at 2.5 or 1.5, depending on the sportsbook. So Mets minus 1.5, you also rarely see this, is heavily favored. Minus 190, best offered at minus 189. So pretty ridiculous, right? You can see some sportsbooks even have the main line spread at 2.5, including PointsBet and BWin and Resorts World Bet, which is pretty uncommon, and the total, unsurprisingly, pretty low at 7. So what's the bet, right? That's the next question. You can browse odds, that's great, but what's the play we want to go with? So there's actually a few plays I'm going to share with you. So the first play I locked in is the Mets minus 2.5 on the run line. Boom, $750 on this bad boy. So we can go ahead. I'll add this to my little sheet right here. Mets minus 2.5 for $750. You got deGrom on the mound. Obviously, it's rare to see minus 2.5 on the run line at plus 105, but we're following the math and the best pitcher in baseball. The profit margin of this bet is 3.86%, so a ridiculously high profit margin on this play, which means, the EV or the profit margin of our bet in dollars is $28.95, right? We're staking $750 at a 3.86% profit margin, so our bet has $29 in profit margin. So absolutely ridiculous value on this first play that I ended up going with. So we locked in for $750 at plus 105 odds, and this game's for Saturday. So a lot of college football bets we have for tomorrow, but thrown in some baseball. So why do we like this play? Why is the profit margin so high? Well, let's be a rational sports bettor here for a second. Caesar Sportsbook is giving us plus 105 on Mets minus 2.5 in the alternate run lines market, right? So OddsJam is constantly scanning all of these lines, all of these alternate lines, everything for you to try to find you value. And what you'll notice is, hey, every single sportsbook has Mets minus 2.5 favored, right? FanDuel has it minus 120, right? It's juiced towards Mets minus 2.5, minus 120 on Mets minus 2.5, minus 110 on A's plus 2.5. PointsBet has this favored. Mets minus 2.5 is minus 110. A's plus 2.5, the other side of the market, is only minus 105. Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, so we're putting the most weight in their odds, the most efficient betting market, is pricing this at minus 114. And they only have 14 cents of vig or juice in their market. And we're getting 19 cents of improvement on Caesars. So absolutely ridiculous value to Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook. And then Resorts World Bet has this minus 115. So every sportsbook is telling us, hey, this outcome should be favored. Mets minus 2.5 should be favored. And we're getting it plus money. So pretty ridiculous value. If you're feeling a little less bullish, you could also play Mets minus 2 for minus 125. Both DraftKings and Pinnacle pricing this at minus 152. So as a rational, data-driven sports bettor, it's like, yeah, being able to get minus 125 is clearly pretty good value when DraftKings, Pinnacle are pricing this around minus 150. So we're using data, treating each book as an independent data point as we find sharp bets, right? Treat each book as an independent data point of what the odds should be and then pick out the discrepancies, right? You can see here, there's only like 5 really good, mathematically profitable bets available for tomorrow. So out of the millions of odds kind of on sportsbooks that OddsJam is processing, there's typically only a few slip-ups. The sportsbooks are only screwing up big enough to give you a mathematically profitable bet a few of the times, right? Typically only like 5-10 bets at a time. So it's your goal as a sharp bettor is hit this refresh button and place as many as you can on a daily basis. Not every bet's going to win, but you know, due to the law of large numbers, you're guaranteed to make money in the long run, which is all that matters, right? So I ended up locking it in, as you can see. I've been tracking my profit and loss for all my plays since the start of football season. We're up 3.3K. Hopefully we can keep it going tomorrow. An insanely high profit margin in this bet. So this sheet will kind of be in the description. Again, to get the profit margin of your bet in dollars, you just take your EV percentage or your edge and you multiply it by your stake. So 3.86% times 750. And the reason why, positive EV betting is so insanely profitable is you have to remember this game is tomorrow. The stock market returns 8% a year. We're earning 3.8% in less than a day. This game's going to be over in less than a day, and we're earning a 3.86% return on capital. Absolutely ridiculous. Once you understand the math behind sports betting, these concepts, market efficiency, no vig odds, you are well on your way to making the big bucks betting on sports, right? It's literally as simple as hitting positive EV bets and dealing with variance. Not every day's a winner, right? But all of your bets have an edge, so you win in the long run. And we've kind of gone through this sheet before, but like if, say, your average bet has a profit margin of 3.86%, you would need to place, and you wanted to earn, let's say, $3,000 a month with a $150 unit size, and let's say you're betting 1 unit on everything, this sheet is also in the description, you would have to place 17 bets a day to earn $3,000 a month. If your average edge is 3.86% and your average bet size is $150. So if your average bet size is $50 and you want to earn $2,000 a month, you have to place 34 bets a day. And people always act like that's complicated. In my opinion, it's pretty simple, right? You just hit the refresh button like that. You let OddsJam load, scan the market. You put in your state. So New York is where I'm currently located. We see what's out there, and then we go hit those bets. So we can see there's some college football available. This I already bet, I believe. Yeah, Florida Atlantic. And again, like just trying to place as many positive EV bets as possible. Not every day is going to be a winner. Lost this huge bet today. But over the course of the long run, you're going to make money, which is what matters as a sharp bettor, right? So some big wins here, back to back to back to back. You can see. So some winning streaks, some losing streaks. So you got to be able to deal with variance. So we'll see if there's any other bets we like for tomorrow. There definitely are, but we'll call it a day for now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let's make some money.